From S to F, here is my review of the top 10 highest-grossing Marvel movies. The 10th movie is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel brought in $1.13 billion at the global box office, but it stands out as one of the most mediocre origin movies in the Marvel catalog. As a lead-in to Endgame, it functions better as a utility than as a piece of art. The character lacks charisma, and while the origin story uses a flashback structure to build a narrative arc, the suspense falls flat. Most of the audience guessed the truth early on. Its only real highlights are the orange cat and the 1990s nostalgia. Ultimately, it feels more like a bridge movie designed to serve Endgame rather than a standalone hero's journey. Overall rank, F. The 9th movie is Spider-Man, Far From Home. Spider-Man, Far From Home grossed $1.13 billion worldwide and serves as the perfect post-Endgame transition. The hallucination sequences featuring Mysterio are some of the most visually stunning spectacles Marvel has ever produced, and using holographic projections to create those battles felt truly fresh. The film offers a deep exploration of the post-Iron Man era, and Peter's confusion and growth after losing his mentor are portrayed with great nuance. However, young Spidey relies a bit too heavily on Stark's tech legacy, which weakens his identity as an independent hero. There is also a noticeable disconnect between the first and second halves of the movie. Overall rank, A. The 8th movie is Captain America, Civil War, which brought in $1.153 billion at the global box office. It is often called Avengers 2.5, and the airport battle is the absolute pinnacle of action sequences in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The choreography of the 6-on-16 fight is brilliant, giving every hero a chance to show off their abilities. The ideological clash between Captain America and Iron Man has real depth, Bucky's storyline is handled well, and the introductions of Black Panther and Spider-Man are natural and fluid, perfectly setting the stage for future films. However, it only scratches the surface when it comes to the political themes. The discussion surrounding the Sokovia Accords feels superficial, and everything eventually devolves back into a personal vendetta. Overall rank, between S and A. The 7th movie is Iron Man 3, which grossed $1.214 billion worldwide. It is one of the most auteur-driven Marvel films, diving deep into Tony Stark's PTSD and bringing the superhero back down to a human level. Robert Downey Jr. delivers a layered performance, masterfully capturing both Iron Man's fragility and his resilience. That said, the awkward extra scenes shoehorned in to cater to the Chinese market hurt the narrative flow. The final battle, while big, feels pretty generic and ends up undermining the psychological tension built up in the first half of the film. Overall rank, A. The 6th movie is Black Panther, which brought in $1.347 billion at the global box office. It was the first superhero movie to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture, and the art direction for Wakanda is incredibly creative, perfectly blending traditional African aesthetics with futuristic technology. However, the action choreography is mediocre, and the final battle looks like two people in CGI bodysuits just beating each other up. The script feels conservative and formulaic, and T'Challa is portrayed as too perfect, lacking a real character growth arc, which exposes the weakness in how the protagonist was written. Overall rank, C. The 5th movie is Avengers, Age of Ultron, which grossed $1.405 billion worldwide. Visually, it maintains the high standard of the MCU, and the introduction of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver, along with the birth of Vision, serves as a crucial setup for later events like Civil War and Infinity War. But it also falls victim to the typical sequel curse. Ultron is turned into a chatty robot, and the plot is stuffed with too many elements, team fractures, origins for new characters, and a global crisis, all of which lead to a disjointed narrative. It lacks the clear, impactful main thread of the first movie and is just full of explosions with almost nothing else to say. Overall rank, B. The 4th movie is The Avengers, which brought in $1.518 billion at the global box office. It is a milestone in the history of superhero films. It was the first time multiple standalone heroes were successfully assembled into a single movie, pioneering a new model for cinematic universes. It blended 6 heroes with vastly different personalities perfectly, and the long take during the Battle of New York remains the gold standard for superhero movies to this day. The character interactions feel natural and fluid, the conflict between Iron Man and Captain America, the Hulk losing control, and Thor's arrogance were all handled just right, allowing every hero to maintain a distinct personality. Overall rank, S. The third movie is Spider-Man: No Way Home, which grossed $1.916 billion worldwide. It is a typical fan service project, and the marketing strategy of bringing 3 generations of Spider-Man together was a massive commercial success. Seeing the actors from the first 2 generations return really brought tears to the eyes of longtime fans, but the plot logic is a disaster. Doctor Strange, despite being the Sorcerer Supreme, casts a dangerous spell just because Peter Parker keeps nagging him. Spider-Man comes off as exceptionally childish in this one, relying entirely on others to solve his problems, and the way the multiverse is opened feels like a joke. Even with bonus points for nostalgia, it is A/B at most. The second movie is Avengers: Infinity War, which grossed $2.048 billion globally. It is the most narratively ambitious project in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It successfully weaves together the storylines of dozens of heroes and multiple planets without ever feeling messy, and the multi-thread storytelling is handled quite brilliantly. Thanos is shaped into a highly successful villain. He is no longer just a simple destroyer, but a tragic hero with his own ideology. This kind of depth is rare in superhero movies. The 2 major battles on Titan and in Wakanda are masterfully designed, and the pacing is spot on. Overall rank, S. The first movie is Avengers: Endgame, which brought in $2.799 billion worldwide. As the grand finale to Marvel's 10-year plan, Endgame is undoubtedly a milestone in the history of commercial cinema. It uses 3 hours to complete a perfect summary of the previous 21 films. The time travel setup not only resolves the world after Thanos' snap but also allows fans to revisit countless classic moments, letting the heroes make peace with their past regrets. It reached the pinnacle in terms of both commercial success and emotional resonance, providing a meticulous farewell to each of the original heroes. Overall rank, S.